Hi guys, I just had to come in and I use this palette again. This brown is just calling to me, and I was actually watching Bri C Beauty the other day. She did a video where she picked up a few palettes from Unearthly, and she did this beautiful blue brown eye look. And so I'm using that as my inspiration today. I'll link her video below if you'd like to check it out. And I'm also wanting to do a wear test because we were chatting after one of the videos yesterday about hooded eyes and shimmers that crease. So I was just kind of curious, I've just never really paid attention when I wear Unearthlies if my shimmers crease very badly. So I thought I would do a wear test today, and we're going to see how well does it wear. And I should say, if I look a little different than I do in the video, it's like 6 hours later because I forgot to film an intro. Hi, I'm Jenna. I'm an eyeshadow lover. If you guys love eyeshadow, please consider subscribing before you leave, and let's get started. All right, so the first color I want to tap into is this really beautiful blue right here. So when I played with this palette the first time, I was kind of wondering last night why I didn't really do a wear test on it. And I was thinking, because to my knowledge, I don't have the problems with the creasing like I do with some of the other shadows. I mean, I probably have a regular creasing. And I think the reason for that is that I'm just so used to regular creasing that it's normal to me. And it's only when I have like extraordinary creasing, I go to check my makeup in the mirror or something, and I'm just like, whoa, what's going on here? That's when it really catches my attention. So that's why I wanted to also come on here and play with this palette and see how do the shimmers perform on here. I will say that from the time when I first started using Unearthly, the first palette I got from them was their collab with Heather Austin. And the shimmers, they're very pretty. They're sparkly, but what kind of throwing me off on them were you really would have to pick them up with a brush. I'm going to go to the really big fluffy brush now, and I'm going to tap. No, no, no. I think I'm going to start out. No, yeah, I am going to start with this one. And I actually prefer to pick shadows up with my fingers. That's just my preference because I feel like they go on so much more better that way. So I wasn't really happy that I had to pick them up with a brush. And then this year I am going to pick a little bit of this one up now. I got, what was it, the Spring Magic collection, right? I picked up the Spring Magic collection, and that was the first time I really noticed that I could use my fingers to pick them up. And I don't know if they changed the eyeshadow formula, but it just seemed like it was so much better. Now, I know they don't really have like a whole, like, their multi-chromes are more, that's what I'm looking for. I would say that their multi-chromes are like a little bit more like subdued, maybe compared to like Ensley Rain and Adept and Bella Beauty Bar. They're not like they're more of like a soft multi-chrome, a soft changing one, if that makes sense. It's not like in your face, this is turning from pink to green type of shimmer or multi-chrome. So when I picked up the Spring Magic and I could start using those with my fingers, I just really started noticing like a change a little bit in their formula. Boy, this brush, is it the brush or cat hair? I'm not really sure. Their formula really started changing. And then I got this palette, and oh my goodness, the shimmers in this one are incredible. This one right here is my favorite. You can already see I have a dent in it, and yeah, I was gonna say these aren't smushy or anything, but so I don't really find that these crease terribly on me like some of the other ones, but that's why I wanted to come in and just kind of do a test today and see, how are they looking at the end of the day. I'm gonna go in like a packing brush now and pick up some of that blue because I just want to lay more on the eyelid. I just want to lay a little bit more on the lid. So if I can get like multi-chromes through Unearthly that aren't creasing as badly as some of the other ones, then that is where I'm going to start, putting my money. When it gets to the point where I just cannot use a majority of the shadows in a palette, like Adept, for example, Adept was like the first indie brand that I tried. I was obsessed with them. I don't even know. I probably have like about 8 of their palettes, probably. But they started really. It was the Minka palette for me. I mean, I did buy oh, the Sumerian Sunset one. That one was so gorgeous. So I did pick that one up, but besides that, I haven't really picked up too much because I did get into that mushy creasing formula. So I haven't really picked anything up from them in a while. And then now, unfortunately, Inslee Rain is starting to start with this. I can't say they're starting. I just feel like because they've already always had like this formula, but I don't know why for some reason it seems like it is. I don't know if maybe they've changed it a little bit, and so it's creasing even more than it did prior. And I'm not sure what is going on with this lid over here today. I had to do my makeup this morning because I had to go run errands. It's one of those days today. I do know that. And then when I got back, okay, buddy, it was just like so extra dry for some reason. And believe I use the same amount of eye primer I normally do. Right, I'm going to go in with the shimmer. Oh, and then have you guys seen the new release from Melt? It is I don't know if it's called The Bride of Frankenstein. I don't know, it's Universal Monsters, but it's the eyeshadow palette that has an 8-pan palette, not the quad. It's an 8-pan palette one. I went online. I was gonna go pick it up today. Put it in my cart. Went to go check out. Shipping $15. $15. I was like, yeah, that's a no. That is a big no for me. That is outrageous. I don't know. I don't know what is going on with some of these companies. Like, I just ordered a couple of lipsticks from Puerto Rico and it cost me half the amount of shipping than it does here in the US. I don't know what's going on. I did notice that also like with Sydney Grace, because their shipping is so cheap. Sydney Grace, and then the company, it's called, I'm going to butcher the name, Necromancy, or when I get the lipsticks, I'll show you guys on here. But they just have these beautiful packagings and unique, beautiful colors, and I just wanted to pick some up. But they all use the U.S. Postal Service, so I don't know if that has something to do with it, but I just think it's outrageous. The closer that shipping gets to $10, the more it loses me. I'm just like, no. So that was a bummer. Because there are some shades in that palette which are calling to me. They look so unique and so pretty. But yeah, see, just using my finger before, like when I would use the palettes that I had first got, I just was not able to pick them up on my finger like I could with these. And I probably will go in with a brush. I'm actually going to have any blue in it. So I'm going to try this one. I'm going to go in with this. I'm going to try to lighten it up just a little bit. Spray the brush also. Oof, that added some pretty purple to it. But I don't think it's lightening it up. I guess I'm going to have to go in with that. I don't really want to go in with the green because I have this one, but I don't want it to change the blue color to it. And I'm kind of afraid that it will. You know, let me try it here. And I'm going to go in with this with the brush and spray it also. All right, and from the inner corner, I think I'm going to try this one. All right, for the lower lash line, I'm going to start in with this one here. All right, I'm going to go finish my makeup and I'll be right back. All right, guys, this is the finished look. I love the way it turned out. The blue with, I mean, it's not a brown. It's more like a purplish brown. It is so, so pretty. I absolutely love it. Let me tell you what I finished off with. For blush, you know, I've been thinking lately because that Hourglass palette, it's just really been catching my eye. But at $90, I just cannot pull the trigger. I'm just too cheap. And I was like, you have a drawer full of blush. Let's start using it. So today I pulled out, this is the Ofra and Samantha March Chick Lit Blush Duo. It's so pretty. It is so pretty. Why don't I use it? Use this one today. Topped it with Strawberry Cheesecake from Sydney Grace. Went in with Aqua number 16 from Moya Cosmetics for the lower lash line. For lip liner, we went in with Curious from Essence, and I blended it out with ColourPop BFF. For the inner corner, I was feeling it was a little too dark. So I went in with I'm Sprung from Unearthly. This was from the Spring Magic collection. And I love it. I love how it turned out. Pretty tempted to add some more in, but I'm gonna walk away. I'm just gonna stop and walk away. Persona OG. Persona, what were you thinking? Discontinuing this. It's beautiful. What were you thinking? And then I topped it with Spaz from Unearthly. All right, guys, I am going to check in before I take my makeup off tonight. I'm going to insert the clip right now. All right, guys, are you ready to see it? Nothing. No creasing. Like, has this been going on the whole time and I've just not paid attention? This just puts like a whole new level on Unearthly for me. Now, I will say that I've been in the house, I've been doing stuff inside all day, I haven't been outside, so it didn't get a crazy wear test. But usually, no matter what shimmer I put on, it creases. And for this not to have any creasing, I'm in shock. And that was no glitter glue. It was just eye primer today. So I'm a little shocked. I am a little shocked right now. So yeah, from now on, when I'm going to use Unearthly shadows, I'm really going to keep my eye out, and I will let you guys know if they are at a crease. Yeah, so I'm very, very, very impressed. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I hope you like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.